Hey, everybody. How are you? I'm actually not monitoring my own voice. And I don't know if that's the best idea because I'm scared that if I monitor my own voice, it's going to come in on my ACO input. And let's see if that happens. Let's try it really fast. Monitor my own voice. Is it coming in? Yes, it is. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to keep an eye on my VUs. Don't know why I set it up this way, but getting ACO working. So, here we are in not VCV Rack, but we are in Google Chrome, and I'm kind of interested in some of these modules. I don't know. I want to buy a little pack. I want to support the developers, but I'm not really sure what I want. Nightmare synthesizer. That doesn't tell me anything really. Anyway, first things first, we have some Patreon questions to answer. And I guess I'm not really doing anything wrong by just putting the page up here, am I? Maybe if I do it that way. Okay. I'll just zoom in really hardcore here. Oh, apparently I can't. Oh, there we go. All right. Do you have... I can't read, apparently. All right. Does it sound super quiet? I'm in the red a little bit. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty safe. I feel like if I scream, it's not going to distort. Maybe I could push it a little bit more, and then I'll just have to be super quiet. So let's keep going, because that's a nice sound to make. All right. Better, maybe not. All right. Let me up my volume here. A slight up. No, I still see it at the same. Well, I don't know. It's peaking in my RME interface. Okay, anyway. Where were we? Right, answering questions. Okay. Do you have any thoughts on VCV Rack versus other modular soft synths like voltage modular or reactor blocks? I feel like I'm reading these comments, the microphone comments. Yeah, it does. It's in Octavia. Yeah, I really usually use a boom mic for my videos and stuff like that, but maybe, yeah, you know what? Let's try that. Let's try volume up and backing off the mic. How about I put a pop filter in front of it? I'm actually going to have to mute one thing really fast and unmute another thing. This is definitely how you want to start a stream. All right, volume up. Any better? Well, I suppose it. No, I still am really quiet. Why am I really quiet? Huh. This normally isn't an issue. Maybe it's because I am running dynamics. Nah. Okay, well, no, I'm just upping my limiter. And my S's should be kind of de-essed a bit. But I think this sounds much better. And I know I have a pop filter too, so I can just talk about Popeye all the time. Just screaming about Popeye at an Alex Jones volume. Just Popeye, Popeye, Popeye. Okay, we're good. All right, everybody, hi. Sorry about that. Yeah, people say it's either too loud or too soft. I don't know what's upside down or right side up anymore, but we're going to figure it out. So let's move forward. Do I have any thoughts on VCV rack versus other modular soft synths like voltage modular or reactor blocks? I think that reactor blocks is nice. I like it better than I used to. Although I haven't used it much lately, but I do like it a little bit better. I like how you can make reactor blocks integrate with reactor in general, with like reactor core, which is way more powerful. So if you need something done, you're not like depending on a block to do it. You can just make it. It's like a nice little, it's like Legos for your modular. I guess modular is already kind of like Legos. I guess it's like if a modular is like Legos, then like the reactor core is like a Lego factory where you could make your own Lego pieces or something. However, voltage modular I'm not a big fan of, although maybe I just haven't spent that much time in it. But it didn't like blow my mind. VCV rack, with it, I've heard some bad things in regards to the business practices and some other, like I've heard some grumbling. I'm not even going to get into the politics of it because I don't know what I'm talking about really. It's just things that I've heard from developers and stuff. But VCV rack, I do like the open sourceness, and then I really do like how many free modules there are. The community is really good. The community just seems really awesome. There's so much hard work for free, which is why I want to buy something today here. Like, because I feel like I just have all the free stuff and I've not bought anything. I have a couple things that like people have sent me for free, for this channel. But yeah. So I would say that VCV rack, due to its price and the availability of blocks, there are, of course, a lot of blocks in Reactor's user forum library thing, but I don't think it's anywhere near as many as VCV rack. How do you deal with the limitless nature of VCV rack and the way there are so many modulars? As a beginner with it, I love the idea of VCV, but find myself a little overwhelmed by it. Yeah, this is a thing. This might be a little problem. I kind of do wish that there was, I mean, I guess VCV rack they do have their own patches, and they kind of made this, it's kind of funny because my first, like I did a VCV rack video. I think I was the first person to make a VCV rack video on YouTube because I somehow just heard about it right away and checked it out and made a video and pumped it out on day 0. And there was like not that many modules at all. And I remember the mutable ones were kind of there at launch. And now there's so many, and it's completely, it is overwhelming. It's more overwhelming than actual modular, than like my Euro rack, believe it or not. So anyway, it would be nice if there was like sort of a, well, I guess somebody could do that. I guess somebody could like be a curator, be like, this is your vital VCV modules, because right now, just with free things, I have like 30 quantizers, and it is a little overwhelming. And I think for somebody who's learning modular synthesis, it could maybe get in the way of that. So yeah, it would be nice to, I guess just maybe just go through the quantizers, find one that you understand and then just remember it, add it to your favorites, and do that, I suppose. Aside from hardware limitations like CPU, do you think you could reasonably substitute VCV rack as a free source of modular synthesizing? I know other YouTubers like Omri Cohen are quite adept with it, but they also have physical modules. What about using it in conjunction with physical modules? Trying to understand the question. Is the question, could I replace my modular with VCV rack? Yeah, probably. Realistically, probably. There are some modules. There's maths. I'm like looking over at my modular here. There are a few modules that VCV rack, there's some modules that VCV rack doesn't have, like ornaments and crime. Like, there's some that VCV rack doesn't have. I could probably list this off all day. And then there's some that VCV rack can't have. You're just not going to get the kind of like audio rate modulation and oscillation out of a VCV rack maths module, because it is not because it is not analog. That's it. That's just like it's. I mean, maybe it might be possible someday, but right now I don't see it happening. And in conjunction with physical modules, I've never done it. To be honest, I feel like I'm either using my modular or I'm using the computer. I feel like I'm not a big fan of using both at the same time in the same session. Like I can record my modular and then add to it in a DAW or something, but I don't really understand what the obsession some people have, and I'm not shitting on it. I mean, everybody has their own workflow, but I don't understand what people think is so great about hooking using Reactor and your modular, or VCV Rack and your modular. It's like, hopefully, I guess I could see it if you had like a few modules or something, but if you have like a modular system like I do, it's like I would hope that I could just be in the interface I designed on my modular and just stick over there and not have to look at a screen, right? Or if I, don't feel like reaching my arms out constantly, then, it'd be nice to be in front of the computer. But finally, with the longest answer to this question, I think that VCV Rack, I feel like if I were to just sit down in a creative mode and not to play around on this channel, not to just play around while I'm doing something, waiting for something to render, or, something like that. If I'm actually in a creative mode, then I'm going to go to Reactor, I'm going to go to like Max MSP, or I'm going to go to PD, Pure Data. Just because you're not limited to other people's creations. I just feel like it's a little more... I feel like if I'm going to be patching, if I'm going to be doing node-based programming in any way, then I might as well be doing node-based programming rather than a virtual modular. But that would not be the case if I didn't have a modular. And now that I think about it, I probably have used VCV Rack a lot on my iPad, which doesn't have nearly as many compatible modules. All right, so anyway, next question. Given what you've learned from hardware modular, what VCV modules would you use if you were going to limit yourself to a single moderate-sized, in hardware terms, rack? I don't know the answer to that question because I have not looked at VCV Rack with a microscope since day zero. I've played with it. I know there's a million modules. I plan on buying a pack here and checking it out, but I hope to answer that question. I would like to have like a small VCV Rack setup. Now these seem nice. A comb filter, a drum envelope. Oh, by the way, thank you, Steve, for your generosity. And see if there's any other. I own Superliminal on Xbox. And I may have a Steam code for it. But yeah. Oh man. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick one because otherwise I'm just gonna be, this entire stream is just gonna be me shopping for VCV Rack modules, which is not unpredictable granular delay buffer. I don't know. Is this gonna make me sound like Richard Devine? I mean, that's a good thing if it does. Dent Crusher. I'm not really into bit crushers that much. What's this? All right, I'm going to go back. There's one that was a sequencer that I really liked. It was a spacey sequencer. Not that one. Yeah. The Stellar Modular. I kind of wish that this had like a neat little oscilloscope, but these are just awesome looking sequencers. Yeah, these look nice. Okay, cool. We'll go with this. I'll buy this. Maybe I should bring this. I don't know if I'm going to have to like add my credit card information here or something. So maybe I will, maybe everybody could see what it's like to check out from VCV Rack. All right, my personal information's already shown up, so we will not do that right now. Okay, we could just look at my desktop. Or here, better yet, look at my shitty face while I buy the Andromeda pack, or the pack on VCV Rack. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Derek. It's very nice. Do you know what that reverb is that Omri is throwing on everything? I'd like to know. Yeah. Ping me with that, because I want to know that reverb, and I will use it, because I've not yet heard good reverb in VCV Rack, unfortunately. All right. Return to the VCV library. Plateau. Okay, I'll search for it. Oh, okay. I already got it. Cool. I'm excited then. Yeah, I think I have like everything. I think I've just like subscribed to pretty much everything. Oh, well, not. And then I look at one and I'm not subscribed to it. All right, well, whatever. I think I have enough for now. Okay. Do I still work with Vapor Music Group? Seldomly. Not as much. I'm not sure. I'm just not as not doing as many ad things these days, and Vapor is mostly an advertising agency, or they mostly do. I mean, they do films and stuff too, but yeah, I haven't been doing as much. And I feel like that industry. I want to do a video on that industry, because I feel like a lot of musicians look at that industry as like an easy money industry, when it's actually really, really competitive. And as advertising budgets have gone down, I feel like it's gotten a little bit more predatory. It's gotten a little bit more dangerous from a monetary scale, or monetary level to get into. So, all right, let's relaunch VCV. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, that Polybrute video, I wanted to do like about, I couldn't, because I just didn't have I didn't have another camera or another hand or anything, but I wanted like carrying a keyboard case, a hard shell keyboard case, and the stand and all the camera stuff down into that cove and hiking down, because it wasn't like even terrain on the way down, and hiking in there was just absolutely brutal. And I got all the way to the bottom and I shot it, and it was like right around sunset. It was perfect golden hour. Like the sky was like orange. It was such a beautiful, beautiful sunset. And I was like, oh, I got it. And then I realized I had to like climb back up with all the stuff. Also, I don't know if this is going to ruin anybody's impression of that Polyend video. Sorry, Polyend, of that Polybrute video. I don't know if this is going to ruin anybody's impression of it, but you should know that when recording it, I it's so ridiculous. Like when recording, I got all the way down there, and there was like a family that had hiked down there, and they just had all these children, and the children were just screaming at the top of their lungs. And so I was like trying to like imagine what the music was going to sound like that I eventually would make for that scene. But like these kids were just like screaming, and they were behind me, and I had to ask them. I was like trying to like direct people out of the shot, because they just wouldn't go away. And I was even telling them, I was like, yeah, the hike's going to take a minute back up. You want to get back up before dark? And they're like, oh yeah, we'll be okay. And I was like, ugh, yeah. But that was rough. I definitely, hopefully, will be able to hire people at some point soon. What do you mean low in the background? Need something low in the background, like a good. What would be low? Hey Google, turn off the studio lights.
Sorry, it looks like those lights haven't been set up yet.
You know what?
You can do that in assistant settings.
She's such a asshole. Maybe I could do it from my phone. I did think about it. I was like, maybe I should turn down the lights because I don't really have a nice background today. But well, I got a PayPal notification that I bought some VCV rack modules. Come on, Google Home. How is this not set up yet? Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, I have like a new Wi-Fi router in my house. And so had some Comcast issues last week. All right, let's make this a... However, if you notice, after so much arguing and so much painful back and forth, if you've noticed, my streaming actually looks pretty good now. I don't have a good upload rate, but I have an upload rate that at least allows me to stream in 1080p, which is really cool. So, yeah. Okay. So let's do this. I have to choose my device. Oh man, watch this. Please don't crash OBS. The Fireface. Okay, so you can hear me speak, and it just mixed all of my channels into one. I'm gonna wait until somebody says I can hear his voice. Until somebody says he's back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, my voice is really high now, I figured. Okay, great. Yeah, I think more so than VCV rack. Does this actually... So this that I'm looking at has absolutely nothing to do with... Man, this is... Here, let's look at this. You can see what I'm dealing with right now. Oh, VCV rack, what have you done? What have you done? What? So it's like clocking my voice at 48? Or what is... Oh, I see. All right. This is going to crash VCV rack. Is it? All right, how about now? This is so stupid. All right, tell me if my voice is normal. I did just mess it. You know, while I'm waiting for the delay, I'm going to start drinking bourbon. Dude, this is amazing. You know why? Because the title of this video is the Squeakquel. Did I fix it? Oh man, I should have kept it. Really, the Squeakquel. All right, I'm sorted. Today we're drinking Knob Creek 100 proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. I would give it a review, but I'm pretty clearly don't have the strength to put the cap back in. But yeah, I'm very familiar with Knob Creek. Knob Creek is good. All right. Wow. Oh, that was fun. I kind of wish that I do kind of wish that I had just left it that way, because I forgot about the whole Squeakquel thing. All right, so can you guys tell what's going on? Is this like too much? Should I chill on the I mean, I feel like this is pretty manageable, right? If you're full screen in it. I got the 1080p going now. All right, so this is VCV rack, everybody. Oop. Okay, I want to try out this reverb. So I forgot how much crap I had here. Okay, so, oh, look at this. What is this? I don't know what this is, but it just looks like, why am I talking like that? God, that's like the same tonation. Like, oh, look at this. Look at this. You know what that reminds me of? What's a David Fincher movie with the head in the box where he's like, no, what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the module? Oh, what is this? All right. I'll see myself out. I want to try out this reverb that I was recommended. Dope. Oh yeah, I like that. We don't need that much decay. A little diffusion around here. Yeah, this is a nice reverb. Well, that's funny because I literally was just like, man, I wish there was a nice reverb in VCV rack, and now there is one. Welcome to Space X. Amazing. Yeah, wow, that reverb sounds amazing. I don't know who Omri Cohen is, but I'm going to subscribe to his channel in a moment. If he has reverb recos like this, or did he make it? Is this his reverb? Can I like look at the... Oh, whatever, I'll find out later. Okay. Is there a CPU level that we can see here? I've heard a couple different people talking about CPU, and I don't know what the deal is. Are you guys having some CPU issues with VCV rack? Yeah, okay, CPU meter. Yeah, it takes 3.8% peak. This, the audio interface takes 12. Is this normal? Is this what you guys are used to in your CPU? Because I have AMD Threadrippers on this machine, which I'm kind of regretting, by the way. They're just, I don't know, things just kind of like lock up sometimes, and it's not a heat issue, it's like cooled, but man, long story short, I was kind of on the fence about leaving Intel, and I kind of wish I stuck with Intel, but all right. So let's get an oscillator. Oh yeah, what was this new thing that I just downloaded? Sequencers. I'll probably be able to find it easier there. I'm gonna crash this. I just know I am. All right. Which one is it? Oh God. I can't even load them all. Did it not update? No, it probably did. Oh, what is this? Oh, I like this. I love these. Wait, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't know what this is. Oh, cool. Okay. This isn't what I thought it was, but I like balls. I like things where balls bounce around. I like little like physical modeling things. I'm not really sure what the hell. Okay, so we got scale here. Ooh. All right. Well, then let's hit a an acoustic scale. Those I love the acoustic scale. They're very odd. Let's go into the trigger. Man, I need to set up a mult so I don't have to do this for everything, but now's not the time. Okay, and the octave / voltage. Is this supposed to be creating something for me? Oh, there we go. Nope, play. Oh, I see. Something's supposed to hit this? Looks like things are hitting the red. Okay, I'll go to all. Down here. Am I missing something here? I see the gate. Huh. Turn off my CPU meter. Well, I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. But that was a very cool looking module for a moment there. All right, well, bye-bye. Now I should be smart and just unsubscribe to that, but I'm dumb, and I won't. Lucy, you okay? Got a good, heard that through my own mic. Big sneeze for Lucy. Another one. You all right, Lucy? Do you have COVID-19, girl? I really want to try out those sequencers I bought, but I can't find them. As if things couldn't be like, I don't remember the name. You know what? I bet it'll be on my phone maybe, because I got a PayPal notification that I was complaining about, but now I'm thanking it. Saving my ass. Nope, I just paid $25 to VCV. Does it tell me what I paid it for? Stellar Modular Creative Suite. So now we know that it is in Stellar Modular. Okay. Wait a minute. This is the whole Creative Suite? I thought that I got like way more than this. Hold the phone. What? Oh, there we go. Wait. This isn't right. Maybe it didn't. Yeah, I bet it didn't register. Okay. Well, this sucks. I want to try it, but I know that if I see, I already updated my library, and it's going to ask me to. Oh, come on, man. This is it. It's going to want me to reboot. Maybe not. Okay, let's try it. Nah. Do you know that right now, as I speak, yeah, I know. So I'm going to update the library, but update all. Yeah, I already updated that one, but now it's going to be like, you got to relaunch. Okay, you ready? This is your funeral, guys. Okay. Can everybody still hear me? Did this work? Oh, wait, am I at... I'll find out if I'm at chipmunk rate. I swear I'm not drunk, by the way. I probably sound like I'm fucking hammered right now, but... All right, here we go. This is the one I want. This baby right here. Ooh. All right. So anyway, right now, I am doing my first studio residency. Do you know that? Upstairs right now, there's a bunch of synthesizers and drum machines and audio interfaces and mixers. And there are two people whose identity I am not going to give out for their sake. But there are 2 people up there jamming away, working on music with all the gear that I don't use. And so far, so good. It's working out great. I like go up there just to grab a drink or something like that, or grab a little meal, and I just hear some amazing. Last time I went up, I heard some amazing like salsa acid beats going on. It was with the TR8. It was like some salsa-y acid stuff. All right, so let's do this. But yeah, I hear some like bass going on right now, and I'm all excited. It's very cool. I don't usually do things like this. Oh, you know what? I bet that other module needed a clock, but now it's too late. I'll never. Okay, so this needs a clock. So how about an LFO? I need to hire some. I should, with this residency, I should just be like, hey, the deal is, if you're gonna do this residency, you gotta look at my chat and read the most important. Oh, okay, so Stellar has a clock generator, do they? No, they don't. I'm just stupid. Oh, they do have a clock generator. All right. Well, what the fuck? VCV rack wants to get through my firewall. Creeps. All right. So clock into here. It's going to be like 6 more hours before we have a sound. This could go there. Is there a trigger out? I guess I just got to like double it over from the clock. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, we don't need this reverb right now while we're... Could have a little bit of it, maybe. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this does. It has probability. Maybe I should zoom in. I can't really see it that well. Move it over here. Get my fat head out of the way. Oh, I see. So I could set the notes. Huh. Oh, right. Okay. Wait. Almost getting it. Okay, so if I sent all of these to red... Huh. And then we could turn the probabilities down. I don't understand why the note... Oh, I see. I am a little confused. I'm not there yet. Oh, nice. You could turn off the quantization, even though I don't even hear any notes at the moment. All right. I think some Knob Creek will help this along. I didn't mean that. Let's make sure that I'm like coming out to the right place. Yeah, I am. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I am. Okay, we're good. Pitch CV corners out of the middle of the X. This X? Oh! Nice, thank you. Next person to like donate money to this channel, give it to that dude. Or woman. I'm not sure. Could be a smart modular lady. Let's turn off quantization. And let's actually get a quantizer up in here. See how many quantizers I have to choose from. Yeah, some of these look like way too complicated. Like, what do I need that for? This seems up my alley. Wait, no, that's not what I want. I want like a scale quantizer at least. Too simple. God, there's one that I like that I've used previously. Is it this one? It's one where you could, I mean, it's so simple. You could just, oh yeah, it's this guy. Yeah, and there's a lot of nice little aliens, always fun. Let's go random here. I don't understand the probability situation here. Oh, I guess never mind. That's... slow this down. Wait, how do we slow this down? No, this is offset. Oh, I guess it's just hooked up to like the master tempo or something. Yeah, the clock module's not really kicking my ass in features, is it? This looks good enough for me. I'm not really inspired, unfortunately. what can I put next here? What can I do now? I'm just kind of like, cool. There's a sequencer. Let's see what else is in this pack. They do have a touring machine, which is nice. Just some switches. They have a blank panel. That's really cool. The touring machine, I believe it is free from them, by the way, for anybody who's watching this. And looking for a touring machine. I do believe that this one is free. Does anybody know what a touring machine does? I don't know why I'm looking at the screen. Does anybody know what a Turing machine does? Does anybody want to know what a Turing machine does? Do you want me to show you in case you don't know? So, I'll tell you what a Turing machine does. For anybody who doesn't know. Let me just get an LFO. I'll do this. It's kind of funny with these like advanced sequencers. A lot of times I'm just like, I just want an LFO, man. All right. Yeah, I really loved the initial Turing machine module, even though it doesn't have anything to do with an actual Turing machine. Like, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, yeah, when I first heard about it, I was like, what? How's that going to work? A Turing machine? What? But no, it doesn't actually. Doesn't function. It's just a name that is similar to, or the exact same as as Alan Turing's thought experiment. If you want to know what a real Turing machine does, an actual Turing machine, then I would recommend my Computers Making Music Volume 1 video, where I go from Boolean algebra all the way to, well, in that series I start from Boolean algebra and go all the way to neural nets. This is about as basic as an LFO gets. Let's put on the input of this Turing machine. Actually, you know what? First, maybe let's go into the quantizer, get a nice little sample and hold here. Yeah, it is funny. I appreciate that somebody asked the question, like, how do you deal with all the modules? And now I'm actually like, yeah, this is overwhelming. This is actually like killing my flow here. Okay, so here's a clock. Clock out goes into, this is a weird sample and hold. Does this actually, I don't know if that's actually a sample and hold. It's not an obvious sample and hold, so. Right, so anyway, back to my point of things being a little bit overwhelming with the options. Trig in, great. Voltage in. We also want an attenuator, which could also be a VCA, but no, looks like they have attenuators. Yeah, well, I don't need attenuators that are this complicated. It's just crazy. Like, who needs that? All right. In, and I guess CV goes out. Let me just throw this in a LFO real fast. Or in a, yeah, no, that's not right, is it? Yeah, okay. Let's just see. Okay, that works. Wonderful. Okay. So this can go into the input, and then the output can go into, wait, what happened here? Yeah, okay, got it. The output can go into the input of the quantizer, And the output of the quantizer can go into the CV and the clock of the Turing machine. The clock of the Turing machine can be connected to the master clock, and then we have an output. And now let's just do that, and also, of course, hook the trigger of the ADSR into the clock as well. Let me turn this scale down a little bit. All right, so what a Turing machine in the modular world does, it remembers what you're sending it, essentially, and then it loops it kind of randomly. And I think the idea is like, I think the name probably comes after the Turing test, because a real melody that's written by a human often has a certain amount of repetition. And that's what this does. It takes a random melody in and then it creates some repetition. However, I'm not entirely sure why it sounds atonal, because I do have it going through. Maybe I should reroute this maybe. Here, I will send the output of this into here. Oh, never mind. It's not going through the membranes, that's why. I could crank this up really. Yeah, and so we have a 16-step sequence that's not changing all that often. It is a little too high, isn't it? I wish there was a way I could sort of like just tune this down by a certain amount. It's going to take a minute for it to actually show up. Okay. Since people are talking about Boolean algebra, let's actually see if we have any logic stuff. I feel like that might be a little too far. Let's go with some simple gates. So some and or NAND. These are all not gates. Don't they have just something that's actually similar to the modules that I have in real life? So just so you know, in 12 minutes, it's going to be 11 o'clock. And I'm going to fucking leave. No, in 12 minutes, I'm just going to start creating an actual patch that sounds good. So what, these just have to be, they could be or nor. And that's not really helpful, is it? Oh, this is different than the actual Turing machine module, isn't it? I'm starting to realize that now. Well, maybe I shouldn't have been so arrogant about my explanation. Mansplaining to everybody. This does sound quite pleasant. I caused you to run to the liquor store. Yeah, I don't want to cause anybody to run to the liquor store. Just so you know. I like bourbon a lot. I really, really do. And I feel like when you say you like bourbon a lot, that means that you drink a excessive amount of bourbon. And that's not the case with me. I may have a tiny more pour. I would say that like on a crazy night where I'm stressed out, I'll have 2 drinks. It also interacts with drugs I take. But point being is I'm not getting drunk. I'm not like wasted. At the very most, I get a little warm and buzzy. But yeah, I don't want anybody to think that like my creative routine is getting hammered and then working on modular and then coming out with tracks or something like that. That's not it. That's not what's happening under any circumstances. So just so you know, that's I drink bourbon because I like bourbon. I haven't been drinking wine lately because I'm on a diet, but I drink wine because I really like wine. It's not a matter of like me liking alcohol. It's just a matter of me liking the taste of it and appreciating it. That's all. So I don't know if that actually is going to save anybody from violating a AA agreement or something, but I would feel really, really terrible if me busting out Knobs Creek on a stream made somebody drink that shouldn't be drinking, or who's somebody who has an alcohol addiction, because that's absolutely not what I'm trying to cultivate here. Yeah, bourbon is really, really low carb. And that's that's one of the great things about it, is that it's like 60 calories for a drink or something. It's by far the lowest calorie drink you could drink. And I also just really like bourbon. My dad is super into bourbon. He has some unhealthy obsessions with moonshining and and like illegal whiskey making. I'm not saying that he does do it, but he's pretty into it. And yeah, so it sort of runs on like bourbon's sort of in my family. I actually got my grandpa gave me these bottles of Wild Turkey from like they're like the first, not like the first bottles of Wild Turkey, but like the first year that Wild Turkey was made. And that, by the way, bourbon doesn't actually get better over time if it isn't, like if it's not aged in a barrel. If it's in a bottle, it doesn't get better like wine does. So it doesn't really mean anything. I'm sure it doesn't taste all that great, but yeah. Cool. I just got a message from Noir. Just asked him what time he's starting his stream, because I do not like streaming alongside other fellow YouTubers. I like it being like AMC, where you watch The Walking Dead, then you watch Better Call Saul, and then you watch, I don't know what other shows on there, but Fear the Walking Dead. Has Fear the Walking Dead gotten good by any chance? Does anybody know? God damn it, I have to do this again, and I'm just so terrified that this is going to, like, crash my... I'm going to turn to Alvin again. Why would it do this? Why wouldn't it just be like, yo, I remember your audio device? So VCV rack developers, pay attention. This is nonsense. Uh-oh. It's just like, nah, bro. Ah, here we go. We got it. And now I'm going to be Alvin for a little bit, and then I'm going to be... Uh-oh, we got a crash. Do we? Oh, come on. I knew I should have played Project Zomboid. I wanted to play Project Zomboid on this stream. I don't even know if anybody can hear me anymore because I'm like clocking at a different rate. Probably sound like a fucking chipmunk. But this is the Squeakquel. Alright. Try this again. Locked by device. You don't even have a device. You don't even know what device you're using, bro. Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, I'll save this. If I ever get it again, I'll try again. I feel like I have to do this like 700 times. Alright, so this works. Now. That's right, you read all my devices. Maybe if I just hold the menu down. There we go. That's the trick. Just gotta hold the key down. Okay. Now I sound like Alvin probably, and I'm gonna save my template. Yes. And now it'll probably crash. No, it didn't. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to save my template now. Thank you for that tip. Yes, override that template patch. Oh, yeah, also Windows MIDI. Let's choose the keylab. Overwrite. Oops. Save template. Yes. Okay, great. I'm loving it. All right. Let's zoom out a little bit. All right, so let's make something actually listenable, hey? I just wanted to delete this patch because this is useless to me. Yeah, I would like to make something listenable. So let's get that quantizer back. What's in granular, by the way? So I assume that Neil is just clouds. It's like a clouds version, I assume, and Joni. That like Joni Mitchell clouds. I would never expect those two things to have anything to do with each other, but sure. I'm going to stick with Joni, just in case we need her later. We're going to talk to Joni. Grain effects. I feel like these are all just clouds. Yeah, Supercell is clouds. Portland weather. Yeah, whatever. All right. Quantizers. I guess I'll just stick with this guy. Attenuator. An attenuator. Are these just like a bunch of attenuators? I don't know. I don't. Yeah, that's... Maybe I should just choose a VCA. I feel like these attenuators are reaching a little too far. This one didn't really work for me. Didn't really do what it promised. This one's perfect. A high and a mid. Oh, sorry. You can't see what I'm doing. It's not very helpful. All right. Let's see what exists in the random world. I would really love to see like a West Coast random, which is what I have on my in my actual modular. I don't understand. If I pick up my desktop tower and throw it at a random girlfriend, I get $10,000. How does that work? Like an ex-girlfriend, or does it have to? Do I have to like have multiple girlfriends? And yeah. The West Coast random is just a bunch of like sample and holds and stuff like that. It's just a really nice utility module for random stuff, for random generators and stuff. I use it in like so many of my patches. Yeah, I wonder if the Audible stuff has changed all that much. This one, you see, I don't understand what this is. I'm just gonna stare at this for like 20 minutes and try and figure it out. But hey, that's why we're here, right? You're here to watch me stare at things and try and figure them out. That's why anybody would do this or watch this. Random. Okay, you know what? That's a little too much. I do want to check that out at some point. That some point is not now live in front of 218 people. Whoa, this is intense. I feel very, very pressured right now. You know what would actually make me feel pressured? Right now I don't actually feel that pressured, but you know what would make me feel pressured is if my guests, my studio residents upstairs, were just sitting watching me do this downstairs for some reason, because I would have to like then, you know, next time I wanted a pretzel or something, I would have to go up and be judged. Okay, this whole random area is about to lose it. How is this? Yeah, I don't know what fish tank means. In the modular world, I realize it sounds crazy, but I just don't understand what fish tank fucking means. All right, man. I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave the random street, and I'm about to go into the LFO street. I just need a bunch of LFOs. Do we have like a quad LFO? That would be helpful. A quad. Whatever. I'll just choose this one. Okay. Oh. 8FO. Wonder if that's actually 8 LFOs. Out. In. Out. In. We'll just use this as our like standard oscillator for now, and then we should definitely get a clock generator. Metro. This looks easy enough. Maybe. Does this mean that this is where the clock is generated? Well, let's find out. Yeah. What? Yeah, that sounds beautiful. need a sample and hold real bad. Why can't we just have an easy sample and hold? Oh, hey, I have this in real life. It's little utilities. What's it called in real life? In real life, it's called the links. Alright. So that's our trigger. This is our in. This is our out. No? Oh, right. Yeah, this goes way too low. I'm starting to wonder if... I realize you probably can't hear me right now. I'm starting to wonder if this is actually an attenuator, but I think it is now. It actually sounds pretty badass. I like this. I feel like I need a stereo mixer. Yeah, this is a little intense. We don't need to go this far just yet. I feel like after so much has been added to this, I feel like going to Audible Instruments is such a... Since I did that in the first video I ever made, but it seems like they added some stuff too. Well, let's use some rings. What would rings be called? Resonator, probably. Yeah, that's rings, all right. Can we duplicate this guy? Yes. And I would like a clock divider. Can I just search? Maybe? Yeah. Oh, devoter. Clock devoter. And that works for me. In. Okay, now I want a logic module. I want like a and or. And. Yeah, that didn't help much. There we go. Perfect. Just a multi-use logic modulator. Where is This is the main clock. Okay, so we're gonna come out of here. Gonna go into OR. This doesn't make that much sense to me at first, actually. Oh, I see. Never mind. Got it now. Oh, they don't have like 6s or anything? Do we have another divider that does that? Need to not put things. Do we have a divider that can do like 3s maybe? Ah, goody. Maybe this one will. Can I edit these? Guess not. It's frustrating. Yeah, this is definitely frustrating. And I feel like things are just like cataloged poorly in VCV Rack now. Maybe I'm, yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm just grumpy or something, but. Alright, this will be my strum. I'm gonna need a stereo mixer, aren't I? Damn it, yeah I am. These are all very intense. All right, an 8-channel stereo mixer. Let's go. Does this have sends? No, it doesn't. Okay. So let's go out into here. Wonderful. That's exactly what I want. All right. So the output can go into here. We can create another one of these. Duplicate. Didn't this thing have like 5 different LFOs? I don't understand what all these outputs are. Yeah, I'm confused. I guess I'll just get another random LFO. It's a twin LFO. Oh, cool. So it combines the 2 LFOs. That's nice. All right. See how this sounds. We forgot the sample and hold, ladies and gentlemen. Let's add that. Actually, the sample and hold I had, yeah, it's a nightmare, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Intense. Intense shit. Where were we? Oh yeah, okay, so the strum. In, out. We want poly on this. It's not in tune. You need a drum sequencer or something. This looks like balls. And I like balls. Oh, cool. I wonder if this actually works, unlike the last one I tried. Okay, so this only has one output, doesn't it? Oh yeah, and it's scalable. So okay, I'm on to drums now. Do they just have a nice drum sequencer? Sequencer. I bet they do. I mean, this looks about as like standard as it gets, right? All right, let's look at some drum options here. Drum. I said drum. What is this thing? I keep seeing this thing. I think just because it's so... Oh, this is like a demo. All right, never mind. Kick. And a snare. Where'd the snare go? Snare. There he is. Oh, this isn't very helpful for drums. You know what would be helpful, I bet, actually? Now that I have two different things, I am going to take I'm going to bet my money on that, one of these that I just purchased. So let's make snare, or rather, let's make kick red, snare yellow, and then we should have enough mixer outs for these guys. And then the clock in can come from... Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat right now. I feel like I'm just going to like waste everybody's time if I don't pay a little bit of attention to the patch. This is not very helpful. Man, come on. These are the only things I bought. What am I doing wrong here? Yeah, I can't get any triggers out of these. It's a bummer. I'm not muted. What do y'all think? What am I doing wrong? There's got to be another, like, random sequencer. Another random sequencer that I can use. Oh, that's a bummer, man. I paid for this, too. Yeah, I just feel like this should be a little more intuitive. I definitely will read the manual. I definitely will read the manual, but I just, yeah, not in the middle of a stream. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do that in a stream. That's kind of boring. Let's just go with a. Well, this looks like some sort of cellular sequencer. I don't understand where the clock should go. Whoops. Maybe not. Okay. Oh, that's a glitch sequencer. That makes sense. Oh, these are fun. Although this is only one output, right? Yeah. I need a dual output sequencer. This looks like, oh, this is a drum sequencer. I bet that's exactly what I need for this, to sequence these drums. Look at it go. Okay, so, oh, this could not be easier. Bass. Snare. Ugh, look at that. Ow, that hurt. Okay. Let's hear the rest of it. Maybe it is time to add a cymbal. I hope this thing has swing. No, it doesn't. Can't win them all, boys. We need a special type of reverb for these drums. Maybe there's a plate. I would like that. Is there a plate reverb? Yeah, look at that. I guess we're loading all the drums into one channel. I don't know if that's the best idea. Maybe we need another mixer. Well, we're not using this mixer anymore, are we? Oh, yeah, we are. Never mind. Just give me a simple-ass mixer. Actually, the original VCV rack one would do. I realize my voice might not be that audible right now. This'll do. We should change scales. I'm kind of bored of this alien. Melodic minor would be good. This sounds like trash. I wonder if this has like a test mode that I could run it in. None. Alright, let's go with major then. This is like the worst part of modular in general. Let me just turn this whole thing down. Yeah, finding a tuning is like the worst part of modular altogether. Nope. There we go. Nope. For fuck's sake. Let's do D pentatonic over C major. Nah, it's not gonna work, is it? This is miserable, isn't it? Yeah, in a real modular environment, I have a tuner, and I would just sort this out right away, but I guess let's just do that. For fuck's sake. Whoops. What did I just do here? I just lose my... Okay. Just gonna throw this into FM. This is a fucking nightmare. What is happening right now? Come on. Yeah, this is just terrible. There, finally, it's in tune. That took way too long. My goodness. Alright, we need this BPM to be way higher now. Within this, we need to put another logic gate in, I would say. And some more clock dividers. Actually, I have an idea. I don't know if this is actually going to work in VCV rack. This will work in analog. I'm going to get another LFO. I kind of like that dual LFO, so maybe I'll just use that. Do I not get to choose the shape? Oh, I guess I do. Okay. So this will be my input, and then my trigger will go here, and then the output will go here. There we go. I wasn't sure if that would work in digital. It works with analog. I'm not actually hating this all of a sudden. All of a sudden, I'm kind of liking it. Name this sequence Bobcat. Alright, I want to see what the granular modules are. Do they have sampler modules? Granular. Oh, wait, a function generator. Oh, they're not really what I think they are. Okay. Not sure what to do here. Oh, I gotta load samples. Alright, never mind. I just searched for polyphonic. Wow, that comes up for polyphonic. Whoa, what is this? No, never mind. I'm just so into whatever these are, but I know that they don't actually work. At least when I tried them. Look at those balls go. Oh, you know what module would work really well? Pretty simple patch. Come on. There we go. It doesn't recognize my foot pedal for some reason. What are my pedals not reading? It's frustrating. Yeah, you see my pedal. You know what it means. There you go. Alright. And I would like to change this to maybe one note up. There we go. I'm gonna go up to a B. That'd be nice. Just trying to find a good key here that works for everything. Maybe F sharp is what we need. There we go, yeah, this will be good. You know, the funny thing is that this is going so far out of scale in VCV rack. Alright, well, I'll change it to just a major. Yeah. So this is one off. So then if I moved it to C sharp, it should be like... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is hopeless, man. I apologize to anybody watching this. All right, what's going on in the chat here? I hope you guys can hear the actual... Yeah, you can. Okay, good. I'm not streaming to Twitch, no. This does sound like Metallica, doesn't it? Let's just fucking crank the reverb up here. The drum. We don't need the drum sequencer anymore, boys. We're done here. Yeah, now let's just go Brian Eno here. We could chill on that. Attack a little bit on that synth as well, can't we? MK1 soft. Let's worry about this in a second. I can't handle this attack anymore. No, no, that's not what I wanted to achieve. What is wrong with this thing? I guess I just have to mute. We'll just keep rings in. You want to know something that I really... I wonder if I could blow up Piano Tech here to, like, huge size. I think you can. I think you can. What are we at now? There, yeah. Massive Piano Tech. Look at this, guys. I'm playing the piano. Rawr. All right. Something I am totally obsessed with is playing a C major ninth and then playing this scale over it. Ready? I feel like I need something. Maybe I need like a planet rather than a... I have 2 mice, by the way. Yep, I know. I'm flexing. You get fucking popular like me, you get 2 mice. 2 computer mice right there. Right in front of your face. It's just life here. You know, I'm going to spend like 20 minutes doing this. I'll just start here. Alright, yeah, so check this out. Like a C major ninth. It's just like a matter of like magic to get it to work. That sound decent to you? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand why I'm trying to do that? Something that I show a lot of people when I'm trying to teach them harmony, which is not like something I don't do it like as a class or anything at the moment, but something I try to teach people a lot with harmony is, I think you could see my fingerings going on over here, down in the bottom. Yeah, you can. Okay. So like one of my favorite demonstrations of harmony, and this is something that I wasn't like taught, obviously I didn't take any lessons and I wasn't taught anything by Herbie Hancock, but in a conversation I had with him, he told me that he just said something casually to me, where he was just like, there is no wrong melody ever. He was just like, well, and almost as if I already knew this. He was like, there's no wrong keys in a melody. There's no such thing as a bad melody or wrong melody. Or he said wrong melody. And I was like, didn't make much sense to me. And eventually it did. Once I kind of like listened to his piano performances and his piano pieces a lot more carefully then. And I realized and one of the places where that really plays a role for me is in a C major 7th. Maybe I should just go to piano, huh? I think the last time I gave like a normal music thing on a stream, which was last week. Did I do that? I got a copyright strike. All right. Okay, let me look at OBS really fast, make sure this isn't too loud. Okay, cool. So check this out. Just like a C major 7th. Okay, so an F fits in here really nicely as long as I nurture the F in. I'm just going to keep playing this obnoxiously. I could even like create a counterpoint melody, so something like... Right? So F. That fits in here. Can everybody agree that F fits into a C major 7th? I just want to see if everybody agrees on that. Can we agree? I know that there's a latency here, but I just want somebody saying, yep, cool. Yeah, it's nice, right? All right, so pay attention to where my hands are right now. Right? So we just have a F major 7th with that F playing a major part into the counterpoint melody up on top here. All white keys, essentially. Okay, so keep that in mind, right? That F worked. So now I'm going to go somewhere else. Totally random. I'm just going to go... some weird... This is what hobos listen to on the train. I'm literally just creating something to, like, this is like coffee between the taste test. All right. So you got your mind into a different place now. We're just listening to something like... So maybe I'll go back to that F major 7th again. So check this out. Alright, so remember I was playing the F over this in the counterpoint melody, and it sounded really nice. So it would be really suicidal for my song, for the feeling of my song, if I went up to an F sharp, right? Or a G flat. That would just be bad. That doesn't fit in anything, because F fit, G fit, so F sharp should not fit, because that is... right? So let's just check this out. Let's play with this for a second. I want to get you back in the mindset of this piece. Playing all the same notes except for that F. I played the F on accident, but there. All right. So now I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to hit that F sharp. Ready? Here we go. Now, all of a sudden, it's extension of the chordal voicing of the chord. That F sharp is natural in there now. Now the D pentatonic scale fits perfectly over the that's D pentatonic. So we could play the C major 7th and that shouldn't work according to the example that we just sent. So anyway, I feel like I probably have like 5 concurrent viewers right now. That was what I learned from Herbie Hancock. Was that no note is wrong as long as you lead into it. It could be the most suicidal transition ever, but it's just the lead in, and it's just the way that you play the piano to sort of drive the wrong note into being a right note. And this changed my life. And every single thing that I've written, especially lately, all of the piano things that I've written have been completely abstract as a result. Like, just because I'm just blown away by this, it like injected new life into music writing. So now I'll look at the comments and be like, if everybody's like, yeah, duh. Yeah, okay. So I see a lot of people saying like, that's the Lydian scale, right? No, so I just played a D pentatonic over. So initially I was playing a over the C major 7th. And then a D major 7th. That would be a D pentatonic over that. So, but what I did is I transitioned nicely into the C major 7. I'll C major 9 then. And then the D pentatonic over that. And you can actually go into Turkish scales. You're not going to do this with like EDM or something, but if you're writing a jazz ballet, what the fuck am I saying? A jazz, if you're writing a jazz ballet piece or something, I guess if you're being more abstract with the piano playing, you can do something like, and you could actually go into Turkish and you can bring that A up to an A sharp. And go really, really crazy places. And the apex of all of that is whole tone, right? Because there's nothing that fits with whole tone. Like, whole tone is just like, I'm not going to play that low. I'm going to move my octave up a bit. And then even if we shift it to like, whole tone just always sounds atonal. It's like the ultimate challenge. Vince Guaraldi, The Flower is a Lonesome Thing, I believe is the name of the song. Vince Guaraldi, if you look it up, actually did a pretty good job with some whole tone in the beginning. But whole tone's like the ultimate, just the, or rather, that's really, really impossible to make sound pretty in any way. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go back to the chat here. Right. Okay. So my point about the Lydian thing, the reason I'm pushing back a little bit on the Lydian thing, is because, and the reason I want to push back even on the D pentatonic. I'm not saying, obviously, you only have 12 notes here. Right? So it could be the D pentatonic or the Lydian at the same time. My point being, what I learned, what I'm showing here that I learned, is that it doesn't matter. None of it fucking matters. Like, the scales and the chords, they just don't matter anymore. And this in a weird way has kind of gotten me, I mean, I'm not going to like try and perform it here, but this has kind of gotten me to understand the magic of giant steps. Because giant steps doesn't make sense from a musically logical perspective. Giant steps is crazy. It's a puzzle. It's a paradox in music, right? It doesn't make any sense. And so if you study giant steps, like I have the charts written upstairs, and if I play the charts, and if I play all the scales within the charts while reading it slow and then learning it faster and playing it faster, it sounds like a bunch of mathematical nonsense. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't make me feel anything. A true master, somebody who's mastered music, I think this is why giant steps is so important, why Coltrane's writings in general are so important, is a true master of music can feel giant steps and play it, like, understand what's going on with the scales, but stray from that at times. And this, in a weird way, like with things like with Charlie Parker and a lot of saxophone music, like a lot of saxophone lines with John Coltrane and stuff, you'll have seeking going on. So you'll play a note like, and then if I want to get to a G, right? With the saxophone, you would actually go like things like that, or okay, so musically, if you write that out, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, well, you're just going down semitones. You're just, like, that shouldn't sound good. In my opinion, that sounded good, but from the eyes and ears of a classical musician, that's wrong. That's heresy, right? But I think that so my point being is that a true master, which I am not, can just play something like Giant Steps or Moment's Notice or Cherokee, and not stick to the road that is mathematically laid out in the chord charts, but just play over it. And the feeling, the emphasis of the feeling, whether it's piano or saxophone or guitar or whatever it is that you're playing, the feeling of your playing actually makes the wrong notes sound right, which is just, it's amazing. It changed everything that I knew about music. Unfortunately, you can't really include this in electronic music. Electronic music is just very restrictive with what it allows to sound good. So, yeah, I don't know. So, like, piano-wise, all the stuff I've written recently has been, like, very abstract piano. And in my opinion, all the notes sound right. But if I were to bring that over into an electronic session and make, like, something that was, I guess, more similar to my normal flashbulb stuff, it probably wouldn't make that much sense. Like, it would probably sound atonal or something, because you can't just concentrate. Well, like, even a pad, for example, takes, like, 3 seconds to play from, with the low attack and the long release. And in jazz, a lot of times, especially if you have something upbeat, you would already change 3 or 4 scales in that period of time. You'd be all over the place, so it's a little restrictive. I'm gonna look at the comments. Yeah, okay. You guys make a great point, because I was gonna point that out and I didn't want to be like a dick and cut this short out of my jazz mansplaining, my jazz splaining. Noir is starting. You should go check out his channel. For those of you, can somebody link Noir's channel up there? I don't have my keyboard on this computer at the moment. My computer keyboard. I appreciate all of the kind words, and you should definitely check out Noir's stream. I wonder what he's doing today. I wonder what he would do if I loaded up his stream and streamed his stream with my commentary over it. Like if it was like, was it Mystery Science Theater type thing? I'm going to go find his stream real fast. Can I get on this keyboard really fast? Maybe I can. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, got it. I have a very odd setup going on where I have like one keyboard that controls two computers. Oh, cool. YouTube is telling me that I'm live right now. Noir is not. Oh, yeah, he's live. He's going.
So, yeah.
I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I'm just going to link to his stuff. He only has 33 people watching. This is just mean. So here he is. The modular strikes back. I'm going to full screen him. I'm obviously not going to do a Mystery Science Theater thing, but yeah, I just blasted a link there. Oh, wow. Look at that modular. That is a nice case, too. I've actually never seen his modular. You know, I'd like to have him here for the studio residency at some point. I'd really enjoy that. That'd be really nice. I dig his workflow so much. He's I hear like so many gospel influences in his writing, and I love it because I come from like South Chicago, and it just has this like everything's very gospel-y down there. It's very nice. And yeah, just listening to his music before doing the interview with him, I was just like, oh my god, this is like gospel in electronic music. This is beautiful, but not in like a cheesy way, which gospel tends to get a lot of times. Anyway, yeah, maybe I'll invite him over here for the studio residency. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Hey, you know what? As always, I want to thank my patrons, because this is a Patreon-only stream, and they chose in a poll to make it a public stream, so people who aren't my patrons can see it. That's very cool of them. Don't thank me, thank them. They're paying for this. And if you're not a patron, you're watching it on their... I guess they're bailing you out, huh? All right, anyway. We should all go watch Noir's stream now. I'm curious to see what he has as his modular rack. I also should check on my current studio residents to make sure that they're not, I don't know, completely lost in a rabbit hole of gear. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on the Patreon. And sorry the VCV rack streaming wasn't better. I swear I have some good patches. You know what? I'm going to upload a patch or two to Patreon this week. VCV rack stuff that uses all free modules, because I have some that sound halfway decent. Way better than the shit I did today. Like, you know that if I go into a jazz if I go into jazz tutorials with piano tech that I didn't do my job correctly in VCV rack. All right, man and women, I'll see you later. Have a good evening. Bye.